battle. It's the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos.
2026 Denver Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
It really took no time at all for May to prove, well, he's a franchise quarterback and worthy of that top 5 pick. Got his first start in early October, and all he did was throw for over 2,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. And don't forget about those 400 yards on the ground. He's an athlete, too.
Right to the air with May. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that. That was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. He'll get it completed to Travion Henderson. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Has it downfield working the left. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Here's May again. And he's going to wind up out of bounds a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, Brock. So they're going to be looking to make up some ground here on 2nd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, it's May. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
And the Patriots, first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. He finds his running back, Henderson. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and goal, New England.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense, getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs, because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years?
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Harvey once more. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Nix trying to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
All set to go now from the 35. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Play action with Nix. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Broncos first down. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. We've got the Patriots in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Give up the middle to Harvey. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On the draw, they give to Harvey. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Nix from the gun. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
3rd down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
He's going to keep this one. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gains.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Second down, give to Harvey. And that one doesn't get him much, giving maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Running back sent in motion. On 3rd down, here's Nix. He's got Sutton complete. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Well, we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos earn the chance to tie before halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New England taking the field. Its 2nd series of the game coming up. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Operating from the gun, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
3rd and 14.
They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's gonna be 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't...
Nix is hit, he lost that football. And that looks like it is Patriots football. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
The Patriots back on offense late in the 1st half. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So 1st down from the 41. And off headed left, Henderson. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Stevenson will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots take the lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 7.
Now Borregales on to send it away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead. The Broncos taking the field for the final time in this first half. They're going to have to be quick about anything that they want to do here, partner. Enough time for a few snaps at most. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. On first down, it's Nix. Hits him on the in route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Nick Sutton with back-to-back catches. He's across midfield into Patriots territory. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. To throw, here's Nix. And he's brought down after a short gain. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Now Borregales on to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. All set to go now from the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
At the 44-yard line.
Back to the line they come, second down. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Now Nick's on third down. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Nick's quick out wide, complete. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Once more, it's Nix. They'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
It's Harvey straight ahead. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
First and 10. It's Harvey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Robert Spillane on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 16-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Heads out on the bootleg. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Harvey. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. We have an injured player here. Looks like it's a member of the Patriots in some discomfort. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Fullback trying to power it across. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here's Harvey running from his own read. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The New England offense running out now. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
First down throw for May. Complete to Diggs out left. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
Patriots first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
May on first and 10. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the gun, it's May. Brought in, a big gain here for Diggs. Tackle made at the 10, first and goal coming up.
6 yards. That's another Patriots first down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe. You push a little closer. And now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Second and goal from the 9 here. Back to Henderson. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. A gain of 4 on the run, partner. They're going to be looking at third and goal from the 5.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. He's back to throw. Mo finds his running back, Henderson. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Big moment here for Andres Borregales. This is a chip shot from the left hash.
A 20-yard attempt.
That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Now Borregales on to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Good luck defending that short yardage slang. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. Here he is to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
Incomplete. He was defended by Marcus Jones.
The clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. Finds him on the slant. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Desperation time here on 4th. Left side now caught by Sutton. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. And forget that was 4th down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. That gets him a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And it's on its way and through. He hit it from deep. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him. And he delivers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime.
Will Lutz to kick
Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Fielded by Henderson. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
First throw of overtime. Short pass brought in. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Henderson on 1st and 10. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Completed over the middle. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They need 2 here on this 3rd down if they want to keep this opening drive of OT going. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st down from the 41. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So they're left facing third and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
May now on third down. Sends this to the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. Denver ready for another offensive possession. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, and the other side gets a chance to go win it.
Now it's his turn in overtime. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Some work to do here. Need to make some progress to get in range for that game winner. Here's second down. Giving this to Harvey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Patriots is hurt. Going to need some help out there. First and 10 from the 43. There's the fake. Here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton, and now it's second down.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Hits him on the in route. And this one doesn't go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. The Patriots offense all set to go. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here.
Love that.
It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who are going to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. As they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on 2nd down. This is Henderson on 2nd down. Only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Ray Lionel on the tackle. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. To throw. That one complete to Diggs. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They strike for 23 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll have none remaining in OT. First down from the 42. From the gun, it's May. Connects on the crosser. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
10 more yards. Complete to number 3, Demario Douglas. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. May now. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Now to throw. Has him on a quick hitter. And he goes out a little short of the 40. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Here's May again. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's May. Throwing for the back of the end zone. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make the long walk back to the line for 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. To the air on 3rd and long. He's loaded another one up. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. So here comes the Bronco offense. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Harvey. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That run right there, that kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Nix from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? No throw. 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. A lot of pressure riding on this kick. And he gets it away from his end zone. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
So 1st down from the 41. To throw, here's May. He'll get this to Henry. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running the counter, Stevenson. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he reaches the end zone. That is a game-winning touchdown. Now, these are the moments you dream about as a football player, right, Brock? Coming down to it in overtime, a chance to play hero. And he stepped up and carried that ball across the line to end it.
We all feel it. I mean, we feel all the way up here in the... It's a whole new game when you get to overtime. The urgency at an all-time high, and so cool for them to run it across that line. And the whole team gets to celebrate the right call at the right time in the defining moment.
So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.